The U.S. Army is preparing for boots on the ground in megacities according to a newly released report. This document is simply one of many interconnected dots whereby the military-industrial complex aims to control and quell the population, particularly those who decide not to be a part of the herd. I will only cover a few points from this report, then connect a few dots as I always do. The judgment call is left for you to decide. In my book, I quoted Franklin Roosevelt when he stated, "The success or failure of any government must be measured by the well-being of its citizens." With an economic collapse assuredly headed our way, we can't exclusively focus on stock tickers, mergers and acquisitions, and quarterly reports. We need to strategically dissect and discuss how the chips may fall and predict the outcomes in order to protect ourselves and family. A quick note, just to first mention that in this report, the pyramid makes its appearance at the first page. This was written by the Chief of Staff of the Army. Further down, they begin to discuss a common theme, stating, if the demand signal or threat poses enough risk to U.S. national interest, military intervention is a likely scenario. They could potentially use this to squish political dissidents, stating that those who speak up are against America and should be silenced. Deeper into the report, it gets into how does the Army build civil-military partnerships to facilitate training, testing, and experimentation in large U.S. cities. DHS and other agencies are consistently blurring lines in between what is allowed, and this is a growing concern for our civil liberties. The Army Times revealed that the Army sees megacities as the future battlefield, which connects directly in with the ultimate threat, according to the U.S. government, as, quote, homegrown terror. The DHS is consistently preaching the importance of looking within American borders for the enemy. The Army Times also stated, when the Army looks to the future, it sees cities, dense, sprawling, congested cities where criminal and extremist groups flourish, almost undetected by authorities, but who can influence the lives of the populations while undermining the authority of the state. In addition to this data, another U.S. Army report discussed lethal force against unarmed civilians should a situation arise requiring it. This power is often abused, as seen in any G20 event around the world, as well as any riots that take place. Ultimately, in any city, as population grows, there is often more crime, more civil unrest, and the possibility of full-scale riots to take place. This is most pronounced when there is an economic collapse or political turmoil. Therefore, there is certainly some need for training to deal with this should it occur. Unfortunately, they are trained that the American people are in fact the enemy, as seen with the training exercises they perform, such as DHS training with practice targets featuring children and pregnant women. Evidently, the U.S. Army is making preparations for a big event. Are you prepared? If you found this video informative, please give me a thumbs up. Pass it along to your friends and family on your social media sites in order to help wake them up. For those looking for further intelligence reports, like the one you've just received, become an insider. It's totally free, and it's simple as filling in your email address at the bottom of themoneygps.com.